guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Uche, and if this is your first time on this channel and you're not subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button down below so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to this channel. I hope you're having fun with the content that I'm posting on here, and I also hope you're reading as well. So guys, in this video I'm going to be going down memory lane. If you can scroll to the first video that I posted on this channel, it was a reaction video to the Smart Money Woman TV series. But in this case, I'm going to be reviewing the two books, The Smart Money Woman and The Smart Money Tribe. Both were written by Adesuwa. So The Smart Money Woman was published in 2016, while The Smart Money Tribe was published in 2019. If you've been active on the social media space, you know that this TV series, The Smart Money Woman, was recently released by Netflix. So the show is currently available on Netflix. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be reviewing both the books, The Smart Money Woman and its sequel, The Smart Money Tribe, and the TV series. So I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the books and the series. So guys, please stick with me and I'll be getting to it shortly. So for the first book, The Smart Money Woman, the subheading is An African Girl's Guide to Financial Freedom, while The Smart Money Tribe has the subheading An African Girl's Guide to Making Bank. First things first, the cover illustration was done by Peniel Henschel, and the book covers are very attractive. You know, it just gives you an insight into what the book would contain. The Smart Money Woman tells the story of Zuri Gubedia. So Zuri is a 28-year-old Nigerian. She works as a senior manager in Richmond Development, a real estate firm, and she earns 600,000 naira. And by Nigerian standards now, 600,000 naira per month is a whole lot of money. It will go a long way for you. But Zuri is this baby girl. She's living the baby girl lifestyle, and at the end she finds out that she's broke. It's not time for her to receive a salary yet, but she's broke. Her landlord is on her neck. She's owing a whole lot of money, and this just leads her back to the drawing board. So she starts to sort out her finances, and she finds out that she has been spending more than she's earning in order to live this baby girl lifestyle, going on trips, buying a shebi. She has been spending her money extravagantly, buying designer bags, buying designer wares, and all these expensive things. And so what this book just basically looks at is how Zuri goes on this journey to sorting out her finances, knowing her priority, and looking for how she can be better. And it not only looks at saving and trying not to go broke, it also looks at investment. So here she's investing and she's just trying to just get right with her finances. She's curtailing her expenses. So this book is not trying to tell you that you have to be stingy to yourself and you have to not spend on yourself, but it just looks at it this way: there's no point spending more than you're earning, because if you do it this way, you just end up going in debt. So another thing that makes this book very interesting is that it introduces love, it introduces relationships, friendships. So we see the friendship that Zuri shares with four of her friends. There's Ladun, there's Tami, there's Lara, and there's Adesuwa. And we also see bits of the lives of these friends of hers in the first book, that's The Smart Money Woman. And then we see Zuri's love interest, Shola. So Shola is this alpha male that's introduced into the book, and you know, we see their relationship, how they go from like to love and all those mushy stuff. And then in The Smart Money Tribe, there's a progression here. So now we're not only looking at Zuri, even though Zuri is still the main character in this book, but we're not only looking at Zuri now, we're looking at her friends. We're looking at the friendship that she has, because just as the name implies, The Smart Money Tribe. So it's not only for you to make good money decisions for yourself, but if you look at the people that you spend most of your time with, just like Zuri spends with her four other friends, apart from just meeting up to hang out, to attend events together, how are all of you all beneficial to yourselves? So now in The Smart Money Tribe, we see how Zuri and her friends, how they carry themselves along. They go into business together, they are investing together, they are buying properties together. So the basic aim is not just having just a single stream of income. You're having multiple streams of income with people that you trust, people that you have in your corner, people that you love, and you people are going into business together. It's just like a situation where 5 friends, they pool their resources together to buy a property, those kind of things, and they are earning in return. So the money is shared accordingly depending on how much capital or how much percentage of the business they have. So the number one thing that this book talks about is just financial responsibility, and at the end of each chapter the author tries to bring out a smart money lesson. So yes, in this particular chapter she has told you this story, she has told you where a particular character is in her life, and then there's this smart money lesson. There's a lesson for every chapter of this book that you read. So it just summarizes what has been said in the fictional way, and it just puts it straight to you that okay, this is how it should be. You should invest more, or you should save more, or you should invest in your circle, because at the end they are the ones that will still contribute to your own individual life. Another thing that really had me latched onto this book, and it even had me reading a sequel to this book, is the way the author passes the story of financial responsibility using the fictional character of Zuri and her friends. It just makes it all the more believable. It makes it more relatable. It gives you a serious point in a relaxed environment. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but using relaxing words or using things that you might not find so serious, it gives you a very serious point. It addresses a serious issue in the Nigerian society. And feminism is also touched here, and we see it basically in the lives of Adesuwa and Lara, and how they struggle to do more, because the way the patriarchal society is, for a woman to get to a certain level, you have to do 2 times the work. So Lara has the opportunity of being a mistress, a baby girl, but then she knows that this is not going to be sustainable, because it just means she'll be depending on just one particular man to fund her lifestyle. So it's just best for her to get things done by herself. This does not mean that she's not going to appreciate help from her partner or the man in her life, but it's just going to be a form of support to her. So it's not basically saying she's trying to emasculate the man, but in a situation whereby the man doesn't have, she can be able to survive on her own. Now for the TV series itself, guys, I would say a whole lot of work was put into this series. I mean, look at the cast. In fact, everybody was fit to character. I was watching the series and I was like, okay, yes, this person embodies this character very well. So the cast was just all 8. In the series, we have Osasi Godaro playing the role of Zuri, we have Esodike playing the role of Shola, we have Lala Akidoju playing the role of Adesuwa, we have Tony Tones playing the role of Lara, and we have Ebenezer Eno playing the role of Ladun. So this is just to mention a few characters, and I'll say the fashion in this series was spot on. I mean, Osasi Godaro was just killing it with her fashion pieces. And there was one thing that I noticed that was similar in the books and in the TV series. Now for the books, there was a lot of name calling. So they are calling people like Toke Makinwa, they are calling all these celebrities, they are calling personalities that have done so well in their field. There was just this name dropping. You're seeing Aliko Dangote. At a point, I felt okay, it was a little bit too much, but I feel there was a message the author was trying to pass across to her readers. And now for the series, they did a whole lot, where they are calling First Bank, they are calling Sika Parel, all these fancy places, all these nice places. So I felt that the author was doing a kind of subliminal advertising. So now when it comes to the actors acting, I enjoyed all the actors acting. It was believable, even though at a point in the series it kind of dragged. But when it came to the character that played Shola, that is Esodike, I really had the problem with Esodike's acting. And it's quite surprising because I've seen him in other movies, in other TV shows, and his character was cool, but this particular one, I just had a problem with it because now Shola that we all know from the book is this alpha male, someone that is confident. He exudes confidence on 100, someone that is sure of himself. I mean, he has every reason to be sure of himself. He's handsome, he's rich, he's thriving in his field, and he's a CEO, for crying out loud. But Esodike, physically, he embodied Shola. Esodike is a handsome young man, we all know that. But acting wise, it was dead for me. I mean, I felt like he was intimidated by Osasi Godaro, and maybe it's quite understandable because Osasi Godaro is very beautiful. I mean, but I just didn't get it. I mean, there were some scenes that I would watch Esodike in and it just felt so awkward. I feel no, Esodike did not do justice to Shola's character, and I would say it again, physically he was the perfect fit, but acting wise, no. Some scenes I watched, it was just so cringe. They was like, is Osas a man eater? Guy, own this thing and talk to this babe. What is going on? I mean, guys, it was sad to watch. You know, when it just the Esodike was not even confident in this acting at all. He did not even try at all. No, it was just dead for me. Osasi Godaro has to be a very wonderful actress because in the face of that awkwardness, she still owned her acting and she didn't make it more awkward. Her acting was just very, very believable, even in the face of that awkwardness. Another character that was introduced in the series that we didn't see in the book was Tami playing the role of Tajiri, and it did provide the comic relief that was very much needed in this book. So I looked forward to seeing it since it's actually a very, very funny guy. And then Soji in the series, we all know is a leech from the book, but his acting was spectacular because every time I saw his face, I just felt like scratching out his eyes. So I would say that's another good actor. I don't know his name, but I'll be putting his name on the screen. Then there is Bobby. Bobby is a character that we didn't see in the books, but he is present in the series, and Bobby is played by Timini Ebuson. So at the beginning, I wasn't really feeling Bobby's character. I just felt, I mean, Timini Ebuson playing a loud guy, a raucous guy. It's not as if he has been stereotyped, but it just felt like a new part to him. But the character did grow on me, and a lot of things were cut out from the series as expected because maybe because of time, space, everything from the book cannot be fit into it. And if you read the books before watching the series, I feel it will leave you feeling a bit dissatisfied, just like I felt. But I won't say the series, they did not try, they didn't do well in the series. They did really well in the series, and maybe I would not have any issues with the series if I'd not read the books first. But the series, it was okay. Now I do not know if there's going to be a season 2 because there were some parts from the second book that were fixed in the series, so I just felt like everything was just encompassed. Because seeing the last scene of the TV series, I just felt like, okay, this might be the end. There might be no season 2, and even if there will be a season 2, what do they want to act in the season 2? Like, we all get the message from the Smart Money Woman series. We get the message, you need to be financially responsible, and you need to do more for yourself. Even though the mentality that we have as Nigerians for a single lady is, oh, don't worry, your boyfriend is going to take care of it. If you have any financial problems, you need to get a man to sort out your issues. But this book is trying to tell you that no, you have to be responsible for yourself. Fine, if a man comes along and is willing to help you financially, good for you. But other than that, you need to know that your own responsibility. Because anytime a guy says he's broke, nobody tells him to go and look for a woman to fund his lifestyle, to fund his account. In the course of reading the books, that's the Smart Money Woman and the Smart Money Tribe, I had this question, and I was like, okay, these characters that Arese Ugu tries to tell us their stories, they're all based on the island. They're living large. They're earning 600,000 naira. They're already balanced in this fabulous lifestyle or in this comfortable life. It's just that they're making wrong money decisions. And I was like, okay, for the average Nigerian girl who doesn't even earn up to, let's say, 150,000 naira in a month, how does she become a smart money woman? And then in the author's notes in a second book, that's Smart Money Tribe, the author answered this question. Now she says that she would not write about characters, or she won't write about a situation that she has not experienced. So she's writing from what is relatable to her. Because you can't say someone that is living on the island and has never been to the mainland would write comfortably well. As an author, you can't write about something that you do not know about or something that you've not researched on. So she just wrote as was relatable to her, and that was the story that she was writing. So maybe someone else that's lived in the suburbs on the mainland in Lagos State would come and write about that. The smart money mainland woman. So guys, that's it. If you've not read the books, The Smart Money Woman and The Smart Money Tribe, you're missing, so you not end up being broke. You are really missing. Just go and read it, because I feel these books are not just books that you just read once and you just on to the next one. I feel like I'm still going to come back to this book, because The Smart Money Woman, especially, this is the second time I'm reading it. I've read it the second time, and I know at the first time when I read it, I was more conscious of my finances, and I just wanted to just be a smart money woman. And when I'll spend recklessly, I'll tell myself, Arese would not like this. My smart money woman is not being smart. My smart money woman is not being smart. So I just needed to up my game, and it leaves you thinking. It just leaves you thinking about how to do better with your finances. And that's just one thing I love with this book. And I just love the way that it breaks the norm. It's not like your regular self-help book where it is boring you straight up with facts, because I'm not someone that likes reading non-fiction. So the way the author told the story of Zuri and her friends, I really appreciated it, because she introduced real life situations. She introduced activities that you would do on a normal day, even though it was all fictional. But the way all these things were introduced, friendship, love, relationship, the drama that is to it, I was living for the drama in this book. And guys, if you've not read these books, if you're thinking, it's just going to be all those, how to make money, that kind of book, no, this is not it. This is not just the book. You should read this book. Read these books and come and thank me later, because I don't recommend nonsense. So am I recommending this book? Yes, I'm recommending it 100%. I'm saying it with my full chest. Read this book and make smart decisions for yourself. And that's just all I'm going to be saying about the book and the series. So guys, do not forget to click on the like button, share this video with your friends, leave your comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to read from you, and also subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you in my very next video. Bye guys.